investigate. What are you up to, camera? Look, Lunara, there's a camera here, and some props too. Do you think it's a film set? But these houses, they're so tiny. They make you look like a giant. What houses are you talking about? Whoa. Oh. They're like little fairy houses. Rawr, rawr. Puny humans. This would make a great house for you, Paimon. Seriously, what are you on about? There's no way Paimon could live in such a small house. She couldn't even stretch her arms and legs out. Suddenly, yet utterly seamlessly, a Natlan something. Oh, hello. Are you guys interested in filmmaking too? If so, then I beseech you, join forces with me, Akatanga, to bring this burgeoning new trend to the lands of Natlan, that it might sweep all before it. Rawr, rawr. How come you're so hyped all of a sudden, Giaba? Anyone would think that you were a film buff yourself, chiming in like that. Rawr. You have a keen eye, little one. In truth, everything you see here was set up with the sole intention of making a certain little Depetlosaur the next big star. A great pity that my friend took the little fellow away. We had an almighty spat over our creative differences, after which she stormed off with my most important actor. And now they are gone. I should never have mixed friends and business. The project fails, and I lost my friend too. In other words, I am doubly defeated. Never go into business with your friends. But that's all water under the bridge. For now, what stands before me but another little Depetlosaur, starry-eyed and eager for stardom. With such enthusiasm, what could go wrong? We shall make the next big hit. So what do you say? If you can help me complete this timeless, groundbreaking work of mine, I'll be sure to reward you handsomely. I like how he says to complete it. Not when it becomes famous and popular, we'll pay you. Just we'll pay you immediately. Good. Well, seeing as Juba likes the idea, 110% sounds like some kind of scam. We can help, but we still don't know what this film of yours is even about. Fact. Well, here's what I've got so far. Are you trying to make like a Depetlosaur Godzilla? Because that's the only reason I could think of why you made such a tiny little town. Bzzzt, bang. A sudden flash of dazzling white light heralds the arrival of an uninvited guest to the tribal settlement. Perfectly round, but for a single spark. Crackle. Bzzzt, as it stops for a moment on the grass. A scorching smell begins to waft up upon the air. Eek! An emissary of Zabalba! The tribesfolk look terrified when they see it. Bang! Crackle! Bzzzt! What is with these sound effects? A foul abomination with no teeth. It's coming our way. It will surely devour us all. Just as the wicked villain is about to break through the tribe's defences, boom, boom, a saviour with the red tail scarf appears, seemingly out of nowhere. Where did it come from? The tribesfolk gasp, marvelling at its sturdy claws, stronger than obsidian itself, and capable of carving through rock of any kind. But faced with such a slippery, shameless foe, surely even for Giaba, this is a fight that cannot be won. Roar! Cries our saviour, in more of a piercing shriek than an almighty roar, and the evil, toothless monstrosity begins to pulsate. A raging blaze lights up the sky, followed by a thunderous rumbling. Then waves of heat begin to flow forth, hotter even than liquid phlogiston. Immersed in such heat, the toothless fiend is vanquished. Hut, 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 cry the tribesfolk, who have narrowly escaped disaster, as the aftershock surges through their ranks. But when they look up, they discover that their saviour with the red tail scarf has vanished without a trace, as suddenly and inexplicably as it first arrived. What do you think? It sounds kind of boring and super short. That's not a film, that's a short. Rawr, rawr, rawr. It's amazing. It's exactly what I've been waiting to see. It's unique, a bit hard to get my head around if I'm honest. Ah well, as an outsider once told me, if it stands out from the crowd, you're already on the winning path. Paimon doesn't really get it, but as long as Giaba likes it, that's all that really matters, right? So what exactly do we actually have to do? It's very simple. First of all, you need to set out the performance props. Place the wooden barrel and the elemental bait somewhere suitable. The wooden barrel is your secret weapon, so you do well to place it in the middle of the scene, as long as it doesn't block the main character or the set buildings. It would be best if the elemental bait was somewhere near where the antagonist enters from. I mean, I suppose you're going to tell me where that is, aren't you? In other words, near the side. Once the actors are all here, it's time to get moving. Who's playing the antagonist, by the way, and the tribesfolk who can't fit into the tiny buildings? Giaba, our saviour, with the red tail scarf, makes their entrance. When the plot calls for it, the two of you must guide the antagonist towards the wooden barrel, then scram with equal haste. Once you've reached a safe position, simply smash the wooden barrel, and that's it. Job done. I can't wait to see the film when it's finished. It sounds terrible. Okay. Well, this is the middle. So you wanted the wooden barrel in the middle. Well, why didn't you start with that? And then this is the elemental bait. Okay. I'm a little confused about what either of those are for, but okay. When the actors are in position, the two of you must guide the antagonist towards the wooden barrel as planned, then scram with equal haste. Once you've reached a safe position, simply... You already told me that. Wait for your soaring companion to get into position. Who's the antagonist, though? I'm a little perplexed. Oh, look, looks like our main character is already in position. Designated spot. Oh, you're fighting up against a slime. I see. Hey, why is a temp suddenly filling in as the antagonist? Nobody ran it by us. Shh, quiet, we're about to start shooting. No, such evil cannot be forgiven. Rest in peace, my friends. Oh, the agony. Seeing the fallen brothers of the tribe, how can one not be moved to tears? But now is not the time for tears. Today, I face the all-scorching emissary, and come what may, I shall have my revenge. Huh? A ferocious, toothless beast, whose demeanor is as cool and composed as a lavender melon, that legendary fruit far, far across the sea. What sort of face was it, I hear you ask? A visage of such merciless cruelty that even gulping down volcanically spicy tacos would leave it unmoved. Truly terrifying. This time your remorse shall be great indeed. And with that, the giant beast with the red tail scarf unleashed the mighty, meaty fireball it had honed through countless hours of practice. Alright, now's the time. Lure the electro slime towards the wooden barrel, then smash it to smithereens. What, just smash a barrel? How's that going to make anyone buy this whole mighty, meaty fireball business? Sounds kind of weird, but if you say so, we'll give it a try. How do I lure you over, though? Oh, because you want to attack me? But aren't you going to catch me in the frame? Rawr, rawr! Steady on, no need to rush. To tell you the truth, I was just a teeny bit worried for the little one just now. I wanted the effect to be as realistic as possible, so I might have gone a bit overboard on the explosives. Nearly blew the whole settlement sky high. Rawr, 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 rawr. In any case, with this experience to go on, I'll know how to do things better next time. Thank you all for your help. Now, how about we take a look at how it turned out? You good? What are you doing? To all of your surprise, neither the saviour with the red scarf, nor the evil crackling antagonist, nor the thrilling shots of explosions seem to have made it into the final cut. Only close-ups of Akantanga's constantly changing expressions. You had the camera the wrong way? How do you even do that? Wouldn't you be looking through the lens to get things into shot? I'm so confused. I'm the star of the show. Have you used a camera before? But it's the right way. Is it not? Well, it's true this is the first time I've ever officially used a camera, but surely I didn't get it the wrong way around. Easy for you to say, but what about all that hard work we just put in? Roo, roo, roar. And Juba was so looking forward to seeing it. I'm so sorry, it's all my fault. Alright, how about this? Just think of the previous events as a rehearsal. We'll do it again, and this time, it'll be the real deal. I'll do my absolute best, and everything possible, to shoot the best film I can possibly shoot. Roo, rar. Seems like you're gonna give us another shot, huh, Juba? Let's do it then. Hope nothing goes wrong this time. Do you have another barrel of explosives? You follow the same process as before and finally get the result you wanted. Incredible. Absolute perfection. That completely and utterly exceeded my expectations. A complete, utter, absolute piece of cake. Aside from the payment we agreed upon, I'll also give you this picture to keep as a souvenir. I must say, this really has turned out to be my magnum opus. Of course, I couldn't have done it without your help. That actually looks pretty cool. Whoa, you look so imposing, Giaba. Not bad at all. Rawr, rawr. He. Looks like Giaba is happy with how it turned out too. Well, all's well that ends well, as they say. As Shakespeare says. Yes. Right. Quest done. Now, I guess I have to find the other world quests, because I finished the quest line with the gemstone. I think that's why that popped up, maybe? Or did I find it before I finished that? I don't quite recall. Oh, I get to take the picture and use it as a souvenir. Where am I looking? Here. No? I thought it would pop up as a thingy. Okay, it must be here somewhere. Or not. Isn't where this kind of thing usually goes? Because it's the photo. Maybe it's only visible when you're in your Serenity pot. It's possible. Entirely possible. Anywho. Thanks, Bloody. That was bracing. So, are we going to do some Archon, or are we going to go do some more Tribal Chronicles? They probably all require the Archon quest to finish as well. I could always do that. It's been sitting there for quite some time. But no, we may as well continue with this. Talk to Shalonen. Can I just drop in from up here? I've never quite attacked it from this angle. But in principle, that should be functional, right? Because it's not underground. It's in a ravine. Sorry, I need you to turn it. No, I just... Christ's sake. You'll get there eventually. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Katrina, not voice acted. Shalonen, I brought the person who needs an ancient name. She's super amazing and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Wait. You know that you're crafting an ancient name for somebody, but you didn't know it was an Outlanders? You're so out of the loop.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Outland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pirate Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills.
I mean, partially, yes, but no.
But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
I love how Mabuika just didn't tell her. Are you upset?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
Yeah, because she's going to have to change how she's going to do it. Oh, that takes a bit of thought. Change the gears.
Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
As an argument would have ensued.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
Exactly. I don't understand your hair, I have to admit. So you've got a plait going this way that seems to just cease to exist. Like, there's no real indication of where the hair goes. Then you have a plait here, which also seems to cease to exist. And then this one's okay because it's hidden under the hair. But it's odd. It looks odd.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Which is probably why she didn't mention it.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it.
I like that her vision is a necklace, and I like that it moves independently of her body. It moves with her motions. It's good.
We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I was going to say the exact same thing. I've got plenty of deeds under my name, please. I can list them all up for you. I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. I felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Can you only give me deeds that happened in Natlan? I went to the Night Kingdom. That happened in Natlan.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands.
God damn it.
Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
But I spoke to the Wyab personally. Kind of. Kachina kind of did it. But still, I was there.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
She gave you an impossible task.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shalodin just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
I like her eyes. Her eyes are pretty.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
But she complains about how impossible it is and how upset she is, but she's still already doing it.
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon.
You can have a conversation with her about it.
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Correct. Or an affirmation of her desperation, if you want to look at it from that perspective.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
She went through the stages of anger very quickly. Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right? Look, maybe I should be adopting an American accent so I blend in.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
So we need to get into contact with the Wyab, is that what you're saying?
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
You won't know. You gotta go through them one by one until you find one that agrees.
Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
I would probably agree with you on that front. But we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab. One, that's probably completely overkill. And secondly, we only have access to 3, so that's what you get.
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Why do you call her Granny? This is the part that confused me of the version 5.2 thing. Auroran called Sitlali Granny twice in that particular preview. I don't know what. She's young. She's probably younger than Auroran. Why is she Granny Itzli?
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
She's older now? Isn't the character we can play as she's young? I'm so confused.
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that?
Oh.
Didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, about that. You can speak to Chaska about that. That is not my fault.
cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
I like the way the voice actor said that. Huh? Oh, Kachina didn't know? Yeah, your task just got even harder. You're welcome.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Hopefully. And it's for the future of that land, although that's a bit difficult to swallow. If you don't necessarily... Well, actually, no, Seat Lolly would know the Archon's plans. But I suppose you wouldn't understand why an Outlander would be pivotal to the completion of Mavuika's plan. Okay, yeah.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Okay, then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Later is really ambiguous, Shilonen. I like her.
Sounds good.
She's
Let's take a
great.
stroll in the meantime.
We'll take a stroll. Will we now? Go and meet up with Kanich at the agreed location. Okay. You all got here terribly quickly. Kanich makes his way over after some time. We meet again. Katrina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of Nightwind to convince Sitlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yep. You'd bloody hope we know about it because you were just speaking about it in front of us. Although didn't Kachina just mention it before? That's why she picked Kanich, because he knows about the plan? Mm-hmm. Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mawalani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Ororan, and he hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
That's right. Ororan was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Ororan, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Okay, Shilonen, tell us what you really think about the tribe. That's right. So, in that sense, Ororan and Sitlali all actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Ororan joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. Sitlali's very eager to prove that Ororan hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go talk to her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Ororan and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Ororan situation. Good idea. That's way we can get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speaker.
No, we owe her nothing. That was Chaska.
This is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Why couldn't you just say wait for 2 days' time? That is the most strangest way you could have phrased it. And I thought you guys said that Kachina didn't have a big role, or Kanich, in this Archon quest. So far, they've had a very, very prevalent role. So unless their presence decreases as we continue, I don't trust any of you. Now, by morning, do you mean 8 a.m.? Yeah, they mean morning. There you go, morning. Do I have to wait another whole day? Did I not wait long enough? What time do you want from me?
Get into...
If you needed a specific time, you should have been more damn specific.
And move like... Oh, it's
Jesus.
time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Is this where we go? You really should have just been more specific and said 8 a.m. 2 days' time.